Hello, my name is Shelby, and welcome to this fully reclined flow. This is going to be a great class if you don't have a lot of energy, but you just kind of need to move. Everything we're doing is going to be reclined, so when you're ready, go ahead and recline. So coming down onto your back, and then right away we'll come into Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly. Soles of the feet touch, knees open. If you want to go deeper, heels closer to your hips. If you want to go less intense, heels a little further away from the hips. If you're feeling a lot, it can be helpful to just place your hands on the hips. But you can really have your hands anywhere that you like. You might choose one hand to heart, one hand to belly. You might let the arms go out into a cactus shape, or really anything that feels good to you. Close down your eyes if that feels all right. And begin to let the facial muscles soften, relaxing the forehead, letting the temples fan out wide, allowing the lower jaw to soften down towards the heart. And noticing your breath, your natural breath. The already there inhale and the already there exhale. And maybe you can deepen and lengthen the breath without too much force, just creating a rhythmic flow. And allowing this rhythmic breath to create a little space and separation from everything going on off the mat. Planting yourself here and now. Last few breath cycles here, really nice. And we'll counter this pose by drawing the knees together and separating the feet wide. Knees together, feet wide. And you might find a slight pigeon toe, big toes angle in. And give some time for the sensations in your hips to simmer down. Good. And from here, you can slide the feet a little closer together, and we'll hug our knees into our chest. You might give the shins a little squeeze. You might rock side to side. Perhaps it feels good to stir the knees around in circles. Good. And then we'll come into legs up the wall. So lengthen your legs up towards the sky. And it's okay if your knees are a little bent. This will just depend on your hamstring flexibility. But if it's kind of hard for you to just hang out here, you can hold behind your thighs and give yourself a little support. Otherwise, arms can be anywhere. And we'll just point and flex the feet a few times. And then roll the ankles out in one direction and the other direction. Good. And then flex your feet. Flex, flex, flex. And we'll find happy baby, grabbing outer edges of the feet. If you can't reach the feet, you could hold the calves or the underside of the thighs. Ultimately, you want to draw your knees towards your shoulders and the soles of your feet towards the sky. So you can rock here if that feels good. Sometimes I like to straighten one leg and then the other, like a half straddle. And just find some intuitive movement here. Good, and then let's come back into legs up the wall, so lengthening both legs up. And then using your core strength, we're going to bend our knees, but keep the knees above the hips. So don't bring them in this time. So the core is working, navel to spine. Low back is connected to the mat. Good. Using the strength of your core as slow as you can, lower the soles of your feet to the earth without lifting the low back, so it stays connected. Good. You might scoop the tailbone here, and then we'll take reclined figure 4. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh. You could stay here, or to go deeper, you could hug your left thigh up into your chest, trying to keep your head, neck, and shoulders relaxed as you do this, so we're not curling into it, but we're relaxing into it. Just a few more breaths here. And then I want you to keep the figure 4. Just place the left foot back down if it's not already. Arms will go out wide and let the shape fall to the left. So the left knee and the right foot come towards the floor. And rather than allowing the right knee to drop in like a twist, I want you to point your right knee up, possibly even forwards. So we feel this in the outer hip. And this little figure 4 sequence I'm going to bring us through is great for the hips, of course, but this is also great for any low back pain or sciatica or things of that nature. It will loosen this whole area up. Really nice. All right, so we're going to keep the figure 4, come through center. You might scoot that bottom left foot to the left, and we'll drop the left knee in. So the right foot is on the outer left knee, and now we feel the outer left hip. And slowly we'll come back to center, release the right foot to the mat, and you might windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Really nice. So we'll just do the other side, crossing left ankle over right thigh. You could stay here, figure 4, or you could go deeper, hugging that right thigh into the chest. And sometimes I'll see people grabbing around, but it's helpful to grab through the whole. And staying here for a few slow, deep breaths as we open the hips, the glutes. Nice. Keep the figure four. Just put the right foot down if it's not already. Arms can relax out wide and we'll let the shape fall to the right. So the right knee, the left foot come towards the earth. And try to keep your left knee pointing up, possibly even energetically pushing forwards. And we feel this in the outer left hip. And slowly we'll come through center. You might scoot the bottom right foot to the right to make it easier for the right knee to drop in. And we end up with our left foot sort of on the outside of the right knee. And feeling a stretch in the outer right hip. A few more breaths here. And making our way back to center, release the left foot to the mat. Once again, you might windshield wiper. Good. And let's come back to center. Bring the feet and the knees hips width apart. Scoop the tailbone towards the heels so the low back is connected to the mat. And see if you can just barely graze the heels with the middle fingers, setting up for a bridge pose. Press into the heels, lift the hips. All right, so from here, arms can stay. Arms can reach back behind you if you'd like. Arms could also interlace underneath you, whatever feels right. Really keep your glutes turned on, but also keep your inner thighs turned on. This will help to engage your core, which will help to support your low back. Holding here for just 3. Keep breathing. 2. And 1. Lower the hips and the arms if they are behind you. All right, just the right leg will go single leg up the wall. We're going to grab behind our right thigh, possibly, looking for a hamstring stretch. So we're pulling it in. If you're a little bit tighter in the hamstrings, maybe this is all you need. If you're a little more flexible, you might walk up to the calf or the ankle and pull it in deeper. And you might also like to lengthen your left leg long. Good. You can also hold the foot if that's available. Now, as we do this, as we pull our leg in, I like to think of this opposing action of my right hip sort of plugging down. It's almost like I'm wanting to like draw my thigh bone, my femur, into the hip socket and my hip into the earth as I'm pulling my leg in. So it's kind of lengthening in 2 directions. Last couple of breaths here. Good. And then we'll switch this to a bent knee, and you're just going to hug your right knee in towards your right shoulder. So we may feel the top of the left thigh elongating. Hug the right knee in. Take a big breath in. Exhale, twist. Guide your right knee across to the left. Reach your right arm to the right. You might also gaze to the right. Breathing as you twist. A few more breath cycles here. And we'll come through an easy transition to reclined tree. Just open the right knee out to the right side. Outer edge of the right foot's resting on the mat. Arms can do anything. They can rest on your body. They can stretch out in any direction. Allow yourself to feel fully grounded, fully supported by the earth beneath you. Deep breath in and out. And then relax the right leg out long to meet the left. Relax the arms down if they're not already. Full cycle of breath here. And noticing how each side of the hips feels. Good. We're coming now into a crescent moon or a banana shape. So arms will go up overhead. I want you to walk your heels over to the left. Keep your hips in the center and walk your head and shoulders to the left as well. So you're in that crescent moon or banana shape. If you need less, cactus elbows. If you'd like to go deeper, you could grab right wrist with left hand and cross right ankle over left ankle. Lengthening the entire right side body. Deep breath in, long breath out. And we'll start to make our way back to center with the shoulders, with the heels. Rest your arms back down. Noticing how right side and left side body feel. Breathing evenly and equally into both sides. Beautiful. Bend your knees, plant your feet, adjust your low back if you need to. And then left leg, single leg up the wall. We're going to start maybe with the thigh, and this could be enough. You might feel enough of a stretch here, just hugging it in. If you can, we'll crawl up the calf or the ankle and pull it in a little deeper. And you might even lengthen the right leg out long as well. Breathing here. Feeling that hamstring stretch. And again, thinking of your left femur kind of dropping into the hip socket, the hip kind of dropping into the earth, and the leg lengthening in both directions. Nice. And then we'll change this to a bent knee. Hug the left knee in towards the left shoulder. You might feel the top of the right thigh getting longer. Deep breath in, hug the knee. And exhale, twist, guiding the left knee across your body to the right, reaching the left arm to the left. You might gaze to the left, breathing here as you twist. Last few breaths. Beautiful. And we'll find that simple transition to reclined tree, letting the left knee open out to the left side. Any variation with the arms that you like. Relaxing the facial muscles. Allowing the breath to remain fluid and rhythmic. And deep breath in and out. And then relax your left leg out long to meet the right. Pausing in the center, full cycle of breath. And finding the second side for crescent moon, arms up overhead. Hips will stay in the center. Walk your heels to the right. Walk your head and shoulders to the right. If you need a little less, cactus elbows. If you'd like a little more, grab left wrist with right hand. Cross left ankle over right. Feeling length in the entire left side body. And perhaps you can consider sending your breath to the left side of your body. Deep breath in, long breath out. Gently start to come back to center with the shoulders, the heels, the head. Rest your arms down and observe each side of the body. Breathe fully, expansively. Empty completely. And let's seal the practice here, giving the knees one final hug. Give yourself a loving embrace. And take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, release fully to Shavasana. Relaxing the arms and the legs, adjusting the shoulders, the pelvis, making yourself as comfortable as possible, taking up as much space as you'd like, and giving yourself this time to rest and receive all the benefits of this practice. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.